Hello, we are here at Barham School telling you about our school. There will be interviews, history and lots more. We hope you enjoy. Now we are going to show you where our school is in England. Come on, let's go.
We are focusing on the location of our school. Our nearest city is Canterbury, about 8 kilometres northwest of us. Canterbury lies in the heart of Kent in the southeast England. Canterbury was once called Duravernum by the Romans, who came here in the 1st century. Canterbury is famous for its cathedral, the main church of the Church of England. For hundreds of years, pilgrims came to visit the tomb of Thomas Becket, the Archbishop of Canterbury, who was murdered in the cathedral in the year 1170. Canterbury is about 112 kilometres from London. This is the road that you take to get from Barham to London. It is the A2, which runs from London to Dover. Barham is a village with several houses. There is a village field where you can play. There is a church which we visit from school, a small shop and a pub where you can buy food and drinks. Now we are going over to meet our head teacher, Mr. Bissett.
Hello.
Good morning.
This is our headmaster, Mr. Bissett. What do you like most about our school?
I like the fact that it's small. I like the fact that we're in the country, so we've got lots of green fields around us, because I have worked in towns before and that's quite hard because it's all concrete and hard things, so it's lovely to have trees and things around. I like the fact that we've got a really friendly school that looks after each other, so when you're looking after your buddies and things in year R, I think that's super. And I was watching you playing last week, and you were all playing with the youngsters, and it was a really lovely thing to watch, so I like that. I like the fact that the children are very well behaved. I like the fact that they learn very well, and I like the fact that the school's successful and we have lots of fun together while we're being successful. I think we're very lucky.
What do you do in the day?
Wow, lots. I come in very early. I'm usually here by about 7:30, between 7:30 and 7:45. I always check my emails first to see if there's anything that I need to do straight away. And when I've done that, I usually talk to Mrs. Glenn to see if there's anything in the diary to do. And then I do assembly 2 mornings a week. And then I'm afraid a lot of it's paperwork, so I have a lot of reading to do and to check that we're up to date with everything and we're doing the right things in the classroom. I have a lot of writing to do. I have to write reports for people, I have to write reports for the governors. Quite often I have to write letters home to parents. And then if I get time, I go into the classroom, which is just to see what's going on and make sure that everybody's learning well and that we've got enough things, enough stuff, if you like, in school that you can all have compasses and rulers and that sort of thing. And then if I've got time, I really like going into classrooms and talking to the children and finding out what's going on. And if I'm really lucky, and one of our teachers is poorly, I get to teach as well, which I really enjoy doing. That's the best bit of the job, is actually being in a classroom and teaching children. And unfortunately I don't do enough of that now. I spend too much time behind my desk. But that's my job, I'm afraid.
You put on a big Barham musical show every year. How do you organise it?
That's a really good question. I tend to look at our Year 6 children, because they mostly get the biggest parts, and I look and see what they're good at. So if we've got a year group that's really good at singing, then we have a really musical show, like when we did Joseph. And if we've got a year group that are really good actors, then we do something like we did last year, which was Twelfth Night. And then we have some auditions and we see who fits the best parts. And then we give the parts out. I ask the children to learn, and I'm very fierce and make sure they learn it very, very quickly, because that means we can rehearse. And you know, Megan, from last year, that we rehearsed a lot, and it was hard work, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But it was good fun at the end, and I think you can be very proud of what you do in those shows, because they're really, really excellent. And I think it seems something you're going to remember when you've been in them for the rest of your life. So I think they're worthwhile doing. I enjoy them, and I like doing the music. So yeah, so that's the way I do it. It takes a long time, it's really hard work, but it's really worth it.
Thank you, Mr. Bissett.
You're very welcome. And goodbye to you too. Good luck with your next interviews.
Hello. We are going to tell you about Barham School's history.
Barham School officially opened in 1857 and we had a new extension in 2002 to give us 4 more new classrooms and computer rooms. I'm going to show you where our classrooms are.
But before we had the years 6, 5, 4 and 3 classrooms, there were 2 mobile classrooms instead. Here are some of our classrooms. This is year 3. This is year 4 and year 5 and year 6, our classroom. We are here talking to you about the children in our school. Here at Barham School there are around 200 of us. We are all aged from 4 to 11 years old. There are about 30 children in each class. We are all split up into 7 year groups according to our age. These are Wrens, Jays, Owls, Year 3, Year 4, Year 5 and Year 6, who are the oldest children and will later be moving on to secondary school. There are 2 halves to our school, the infants and the juniors. The juniors are split into 4 house groups in which they compete against each other in sports and music competitions. These are Chaucer, Marlowe, Roper and Beckett. Marlowe is called Marlowe because of Christopher Marlowe, who wrote plays. Beckett is because of Thomas Becket, who got murdered in Canterbury Cathedral and is the Archbishop, and he got murdered in 1170. Chaucer is because of Geoffrey Chaucer, who wrote the Canterbury Tales, and Roper is because of William Roper, who was a biographer. As you can see, we are all wearing the school uniform. This includes a Barham School jumper, a white shirt, a grey skirt or trousers and sensible black shoes. We also wear a school PE kit, which we use for sport. It is a Barham t-shirt, navy blue shorts like these, and trainers. In the winter, instead of a t-shirt, we wear a rugby shirt and tracksuit bottoms. Sometimes in the summer, girls wear a check dress. Year 6s are the oldest children. They buddy up with the Wrens, who are only 4 or 5 years old. We take them to church and play with them in the playground. Also, a new thing that has been introduced is that on Wednesdays afternoons, Year 6s buddy up with the younger children and do fun reading and spelling activities. Thank you for listening. We are now going to pass you over to the classrooms where you will be shown around.
Hello, today we are going to be showing you around the classrooms at Barham School. First, we will look at the reception class as an example of Key Stage 1 classroom. They have their own peg in the cloakroom, so when they come into school, they can put their bags and coats on their peg. They also have their own playground. In the playground, they have a range of different toys, such as a sandpit, playhouse, tunnel, building blocks, and some roadworks. Now we'll look at Key Stage 2 classrooms. This is Year 5 classroom. These are the new classrooms that were built in 2002 and overlook our pond and wildlife enclosure. Welcome to our ICT suite.
Hello, we are in the art room to tell you something about the art we do.
These are some pictures that children have drawn.
These are drawings of... No, these are our drawings. These are all pastel drawings that we have created about tropical fish.
Miss Johnson.
Hello.
Do you mind if we ask you some questions?
Of course, I'll be delighted to answer your questions.
So, Miss Johnson,
What makes you want to teach at Barham School?
Oh, there are so many reasons. It's a lovely school. We have fantastic facilities here, lots of space, and the children are fun to teach.
do you enjoy teaching Barham Sport, and why?
Well, yes, that is a particular thing I like to teach. We have so many opportunities here. The children enjoy a variety of sports, and we have the equipment for them to be able to do so, and the space, which is really important.
This is our trophy box. Could you tell us a little bit about the aquathon and the triathlon you hold each year?
That's a very special time of the year. We have a sports week, and at the end of the sports week the children take part in an aquathlon, and that involves swimming laps of the pool and then running laps of the field. And if they're lucky enough to have a bike, they can bring in their bikes and they can do laps of the pool, laps of the field, and then cycling as well. And it's a race, so we have nearly 200 children participating in that event every year.
Miss Johnson, we know you helped out in the Olympics.
Could you tell us a little bit about which sport you did and,
Yes.
which one you were helping out with?
Yes, I was very lucky. We had the Olympics local to us this year in London, and I took part in the gymnastics and trampolining and basketball, and my job was to take the athletes from the performing area to meet the press once they performed.
Thank you. Now we are going to tell you a little bit about our swimming pool.
Well, first of all, we have lots of equipment and toys to play with.
We don't have a diving board because the water is too shallow.
That's all from us. We are now going to go see the school's music room.
We are going to tell you about some of the music we do here and show you our music room. Here we have a wide selection of violins what Year 4 play every Tuesday. We have recorders which everyone learns in Year 3 as a class. Each year we have a music contest called Musician of the Year. And the judge decides which one will win. Then whoever is Musician of the Year wins a trophy. Now Louis is going to play some of the drums, which he learns at the school.
Barham School is a Church of England school, which means we have strong links with the church. This is the church, and we go there on special occasions such as Christmas, Easter and the Year 6 Leavers service. Now we are going to talk to our vicar.
Hi Reverend Stephen, I would like to ask you some questions if you don't mind.
Of course, yes.
What made you want to become a vicar?
I think it happened very gradually. I've always been involved in the church somehow or another. And for 20 years I worked doing graphic design, but I was getting more and more involved in doing things in the church. And I just found it more satisfying and more meaningful. And so eventually I found myself training and then being ordained to be a priest.
Why do you like to come to our school and give up your time?
I enjoy coming here, certainly. I think just because I want to help the younger people to get to know about God and to find that there is a God who cares. And for me it's very important to spend time and help you all to understand.
We hope you enjoyed our video. We are really looking forward to working with you on this communities project. Thank you and goodbye from all of us.